Hey guys, welcome to my new YouTube video. We now almost reached the end of the year, so I thought of making a New Year reset video, and I just wanted to give you a guide to reset for the new year and also set your goals so that you have in mind what you want to achieve during the next year and what your plan is for next year, because I think it's necessary to make a new year reset, or just thinking about what do I want to reach next year, what are my goals, how do I want to spend the whole year. So I think it's necessary to do something like that, and I wrote some things down we're going to do together in this video. I'm also going to do it for myself today, so I'm taking you with me, and I hope this video helps some of you if you don't really know like how to structure your new year. So the first thing I think that is necessary to like start perfectly in the new year is making a vision board. I now did vision boards for like 3 years now, and I already did mine for next year because I really wanted to have it done. So I'm now going to show you my last vision boards and also my new vision board to give you some inspiration. So we're now looking at my vision board together from this year. The first thing I had was like traveling more. I did not actually fulfill that because it was really hard. And the next thing is I really wanted to get more into like skincare and do it every day, and I totally fulfilled that because I'm now having like a strict skincare routine, and I'm really happy that I could implement this in my routine. Then I also wanted like to get more into like cooking and also like meal prepping. I did not totally fulfill that because I don't have the time for that actually. I think I fulfilled it as good as possible. I also wanted to read more, and I definitely achieved that goal this year because the last time I read something was like in 2018, and I completely lost my hobby to reading because when I was a child I always read books. But this year I could bring this hobby back, and I'm now having like so many books on my list I really want to read then. Then I also wanted to change my style more because I don't like the style I currently have. Then I wanted to go to the gym more, and I changed the studio this year, and since then my studio is nearer to the place I live, so I go more often than before. And then I wanted to get better grades. I also achieved that because I studied more, but I can also do better and get better grades. And the last thing is to wake up more early. I already achieved that because I'm usually waking up at 8 a.m. But for next year my goal is to wake up much earlier, like on 7 a.m. or like 6:30. So we're now looking at my vision board for next year and the things I want to achieve next year. I really want to achieve, like I said, waking up early more and also studying more for better grades than I had last semester. I also want to plan on like cooking more, and then I also want to keep on like changing my style a little bit. I plan on really like having nice outfits every time I go out. Then I also like set a goal for traveling as much as possible next year because I think traveling is such a cool activity. Then I also want to get into journaling more because I think journaling actually is really cool, but most of the time I don't actually have time for that, but I now want to really implement that in my routine so that I really do it. Then I also want to focus on studying, reading, and getting good grades. I also really want to get into the YouTube game more and really focus on uploading videos every week. I also want to be consistent with gym more and also like maybe start running. And I also want to get back into gymnastics more because when I was a child I did gymnastics like every week. I always have set my vision board as my wallpaper on my iPad. Also, I think it's really nice to look at your vision board at the end of the year and see how much you actually achieved. So in general, I think it's really important to visualize your goals and also like have a vision on what you want to achieve the upcoming year. So I think it's really good to either write that down or like make a vision board, but just have in mind what do I want to achieve so that you really don't lose your focus on those things. But I think that's one thing that is really important, like to really have a vision in life and have goals and also ambition. And I think that's also the key to success. So the next thing I think is really good for like a new year reset is to declutter your phone. That's something I really need to do. And I thought of maybe it's also a good idea to like do it every year at the start of the year so that you can have a cleaned up, really decluttered phone to start your new year with. So first thing is to clean out your contacts and update your contact information, delete unused apps and organize them into folders maybe. Delete unwanted photos and videos. Organize all your photos and videos into albums. Also review your reminders app and then review all your alarms, and those you don't need, delete them. And add new events to the calendar. Make a software update if you haven't the newest software yet. Clutter social media. Also like go through your Spotify and like review some playlists or like the songs in there. And delete and unsubscribe from emails. Delete tabs on Google and Safari. And also you could change your wallpaper. So that is everything that I have on my list for like decluttering your phone. So we're now going to do that. The next thing for resetting for the new year is to organize and clean up your room. So maybe you could clean your whole flat or also your car. Depends on what you have. I already organized most of my room, but I still have some things I really want to organize, and I'm going to do that now. The next thing you should really do for like a good start of the new year is to write down a routine you want to keep and you want to do every day. I just made 2 lists. Like I made one for every day, some things I really need to get done every day and I really want to keep focusing on. And then I also made a Sunday routine. Then a really good thing for the new year is also to structure your calendar and actually use it, because I think like a year ago I didn't even use my calendar, but right now my calendar is really packed. I use the Google Calendar because I think it looks cooler with the colors. I got different colors for everything. When I look at my calendar, I can easily look at when do I have time or when do I not have time. I think it's really nice because it makes it so much easier to keep everything in mind and have a focus on the things you have to do. And I think it's a really easy way to keep getting structured, always having everything in mind and also being really organized. I'm now also going to look through my calendar and look if I have everything set for the upcoming years. If not, I'm going to add the things that need to be added. So the next thing I can really recommend for everyone for the upcoming year is to write down all your costs you had during the year. Like every time I spend money, I'm going to write it down. And for every month, I just know how much I spent during the month. And I think it's also really good to like look at that at the end of the year and see like how much you actually spent during the year. But I think that's something that is really necessary, because I think you're spending much more than you actually need. When you end up seeing how much you actually spend, you think more about it and maybe also like for the future. Next thing is doing some journal prompts and journaling about the last year and about the upcoming year, like an end of the year reflection and new year expectations. I already searched up some journal prompts like this. I'm also going to put it here in the video so that you can only screenshot them. I'm also now going to journal about those things. let's get to the next thing to do for a good start into the new year. It's letting go of what no longer serves you, because I think that's really important to like grow personally, because you can't improve yourself, you cannot grow when you have things in your life that no longer serve you or bringing you back, no matter if it's like a job or friends or a relationship or anything else. I think it's a good time to let go of those things. Like, why would you want something like that for yourself? I also had that in the past, but I let go of those people. And since then, I realized it was the best decision I ever made. I think that's also the first step into a new year and also a successful year. So that's something I really wanted to say. For the end, that was all of my New Year reset video, New Year reset guide, I don't know. I hope you all liked the video, and I hope the video may help some of you, and I wish all of you a great start for the new year. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave some comments below. Also give thumbs up, and we will see each other in my next video.